Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of You Ought to Know Live, seen and heard live every Tuesday evening, 7 p.m. Eastern Time on the Hangout10.com network. I'm Dave Serio, your host this evening, with a number of my friends from the automotive industry that are going to help us with decisions made and information that you can use in advice for your automobile repair. First of all, my name is Dave Serio from the radio show You Ought to Know, seen and heard live every Saturday morning, 7 a.m. until 12 noon at daveserio.com, and also on 3 radio stations in the Maryland area. Also, I own a business in Bel Air in the Harford County section of Maryland called Vehicle Service Plus, an independent automobile repair shop. Let's get to our first guest. First one up was Jose. Give Jose Bueso a big hand. He was the first one up tonight. And Jose is a partner of 3 auto repair shops. He's 3 times the man I ever want to be. 3 auto repair shops in the Frederick, Maryland area. And Jose, tell us a little bit about the shops you own.
How you doing there, Dave? Good to be here tonight. You see what 3 shops does to you.
Yeah, I do. Well, even one does, you know?
They didn't turn gray. They just said, I'm out of here, we're gone, and they just left. So that's what 3 shops does to you.
That's for sure.
I'm at the Liberty Town shop, and if you want to get a hold of me and get some service done to your automobiles, my phone number here is 301-694-6250. Our original shop resides in Newmarket, Maryland. We are having our 20th year anniversary at that shop this Saturday.
Fantastic.
That phone number is 301-694-5460. You will speak to the lovely Sarah or my partner Lee at that location.
No, wait a minute. Sarah couldn't be there for 20 years. She's only 24.
Yes, we started her out early when she was very, very young. She had a work permit too.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. And then we have our 3rd shop in Urbana, right off of 270. And that phone number there is 301-874-8833. That shop boasts a 9-bay repair shop, a 4-bay quick lube facility up front, and a 60-foot soft cloth car wash that Mr. Lambert absolutely swears by. It'll get your car nice and clean.
Which is better because most of the car washes he swears at. So
yes, that's true. So those are the 3 shops, and I did want to put a plug in again about our 20th year anniversary, which is going to occur at Newmarket. We are going to have an unveiling of a mural depicting the history of Newmarket and Old National Pike, Route 40, at 11 a.m. That mural was done by a prominent artist here in the area by the name of Yemi, and we'll have a lot of the county officials and some of the state officials present for that. Have a little party afterwards outside, weather permitting, on Saturday at 12 noon. It's going to be catered by Morgan's Restaurant, and come on down. We'll be giving away all kinds of prizes. We'll have nice food. There'll be face painting. It'll be a nice family event.
Well, do me a favor. Do yourself a favor. I need you to call me Saturday on the air. You know, the show airs between 11 and 12. So I need you to call me at the 866-96-TALK-CARS number. Okay?
Okay.
Write that down, 866-96-TALK-CARS, and we'll get you on the air, and so you can do a promo for that.
Oh, that'd be great.
Okay?
Yeah.
If you come on early when Mike is on, okay, we can get you on there. I'm not sure we can do both you and Mike at the same time. I don't think we can, but we can get you on early so we can get people out there, hopefully listening, and get out there for you. Now, I assume this mural, by the way, is on the side of your building, correct?
Yeah, it's on the back side of the building.
Nice.
And it's going to depict times from the 1700s to modern times.
Right.
Wagon trains, cars, buildings, and people who were prominent in the history of Newmarket. So it's very well done. Yeah.
And I bet you spent a pretty penny on that mural, didn't you?
Actually, it is something that has been subsidized and paid for by groups, community groups in the area.
Great.
Of course, we've lent a hand in that also.
And also supplied some of the building, yeah.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, but it's really going to be something, yeah.
Now, you can see that mural from 144.
Yeah, you'll be able to see it from the 144 side, not from the 70 side.
Right.
So as you're cruising down the road between New Market and Frederick, it'll be very obvious to you.
Well, it wouldn't have done you much good on the 70 side because they're all flying by you 65 to 75 miles per hour, and that distance away, they wouldn't see anything.
Right. This way, you're passing by at around 40 miles an hour, and it'll be clear as day, and you can enjoy it.
Great. Very good. Well, I'm glad to see you doing that for the community, and also the community helping you out by doing that. That's great.
Yeah. It's a way we can give back to the community, and the community has always been very good to us. That's for sure.
Very good. Well, congratulations on the 20th anniversary, and please call in on Saturday about 11:15, and let's get you on the air and talk about it, okay?
Okay. Be sure to, Dave. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Jose, we'll be back with you in just a few minutes, buddy.
All righty.
Second up today, no, not Mike Lambert, but Dave Winward from Jasper Engines and Transmission. Hey, Mr. Dave, how you doing?
Doing good. Feels good to be second today.
There you go. There you go. You almost was first. You were real close. Jose just beat you in. Hey, I'll tell you, we had a good week with Jasper. We had an engine and a transmission we did for you today, and I've got a call in for another transmission today that may possibly be coming to us for a GM van.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you very much, Dave. And sales are booming right now. We are busy in Jasperland. Myra, busy. Oh my goodness. I got a report from the vice president. The post office is buying so much product that we're selling about 50 2.2 engines a day.
Jeez. Wow.
And they have 2.5s, and then they have the transmissions and everything else. That's just one little product line from the post office. And I had a call today from one of the local vehicle maintenance facilities, and they were impressed that we were keeping up with the demand. It seems like the winter they really tore up a lot of those post offices.
Oh, sure. Well, the other thing is that the type of use those things get. 2 miles an hour, 3 miles an hour, 8 miles an hour, 12 miles an hour, 2 miles an hour. It kills them. It really does.
Yep. So
especially the transmissions.
Mm-hmm. And we got and the engines. It's a solid engine, but like you said, it's a lot of those short little bursts, and it's just not a real good environment for pretty much any engine, I would think. So they keep us busy, and we've had with this winter in this area. The differential sales have gone through the roof, and I think a lot of it's been the icy patches from a few weeks ago, and people spinning on the ice and then hitting a dry spot. And they don't make differentials like they used to. Differentials used to be bulletproof, and now we have these smaller aluminum housing. The gears are very small, the bearings are small, and they just can't take the abuse. Plus the advent of more all-wheel drive vehicles and four-wheel drive vehicles.
Right.
So, the differentials have turned into a big business that I haven't seen in the past.
Very good. Well, what do you have for us tonight as far as a video?
Oh, tonight I have the 5.3, actually the Generation 3 and 4 GM V8 engines, which range from the 4.8 all the way up to the 6.2. I call it the new small block. It's the newer style, and I believe these started in the early 2000s, and they're still being widely used today. It's a good engine. There are some issues that we're seeing. The heads are actually sometimes they'll have small cracks in a water jacket that'll leak into the head, or actually leak into the oil. And I have a really neat video that depicts where the cracks are and what we do to discard the heads if we find the cracks in the testing.
All right.
I got a short video whenever you're ready.
Go ahead. Be my guest, Mr. Winward.
All right, we got our buddy Mr. Jim Ball again.
Oh boy.
Let's see what we got.
Let's talk General Motors Gen 3 and Gen 4 cylinder heads on this Jasper Tech Update. As many of you know, one of the main reasons for engine failure in this product line is cracked cylinder heads. These aluminum cylinder heads are prone to cracking in the center head bolt boss area. Cracks in this area can lead not only to coolant loss, but to contamination as well. Jasper eliminates these cracked heads from production through a pressure testing process. This involves bolting the head to a 2-inch thick aluminum plate. The center head bolt bosses are torqued to 105 foot-pounds, which far exceeds the torque load normally applied. As you can see from the bubbles in the solution, the cracks become apparent, and these cylinder heads are discarded. There are certain castings which are more prone to cracking than others, but we found that all castings are affected. This is another way that Jasper provides value into each of our remanufactured products. Now in our next Jasper Tech Update, we'll discuss an inherent issue with the rocker arms on Gen 3, Gen 4 engines.
Well, I tell you, that Jim Ball, he even does a tease at the end. Hey, we're going to talk about this next time, so don't go anywhere. Yes.
Yeah, did you see how small those cracks were? And
Yeah.
it's real little bubbles. And what they do is when they torque the center bolts, they actually over-torque them past factory specs. So if there's a very small crack, we're looking to actually open that crack up so we can detect it. And one other thing, and this is a good tip if anyone's doing, say, a head gasket job on one of these engines, is when we have the cores come in, we take the head bolts out in the reverse torque sequence. We find that if you just start zipping these head bolts out, you can cause enough twist to that head, taking it off the engine, that it might actually create a crack. So anytime you do a head gasket, we recommend reverse torquing it and then going from there. But the cracks are very tricky to find, and a lot of the machine shops that you send a head out to might not detect some of those.
I would think there's a good chance that you could slip by. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Very good. All right. Do you have a contest for us tonight that we're going to do after we talk to Mike?
I do. We didn't have a winner last week, so it may be a repeat.
Okay. Very good. No problem. That's quite all right. Dave Winward from Jasper Engines and Transmissions. Hold on, mister. We'll come right back to you, okay?
Yep.
All right. Mike Lambert. Just before you got on the air, Mike, you had your Aston Martin out.
Yes.
You get good mileage from that Aston Martin?
No, I do not.
For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, he's got a pit bull dog named Aston Martin. What a beautiful animal, by the way.
Yeah, he's a good dog. We got real lucky when we got him.
No doubt about it. So the Shine Shop, sir. Tell us all about the Shine Shop.
Well, we kind of cater to people that are pretty picky and enthusiastic about their cars. We only book one car for as long as it takes to make it as perfect as possible. And we're really lucky that we were talking about this last night because I have a tech session tomorrow and then I have one on Sunday. We're one of the, I'm going to say, the 3 shops in the world that has been involved with a LaFerrari, 2 McLaren P1s, and a Porsche 918. So we consider ourselves to be very fortunate in that area.
Yes.
And we try to get your car 95% defect free at least, safely, not taking too much paint off at any one time. We measure the paint when we do that with a digital meter that tells us total thickness of paint, so we know exactly how far we can go. And then we use really high quality synthetic wax made in Germany, or we put a ceramic coating on your car made by a company called Geon. So we kind of try to set ourselves apart from the production shops.
Well, first of all, I want to make sure that people understand, though, that even though you mentioned those 3 particular model cars, you do everyday drivers every week.
Yeah, we do a little bit of everything. It's just our clientele is a little bit different than the lady or the gentleman that just wants their car clean. Like I said, our people are real picky about how they want their car to look and how they want it protected because they realize how much of an investment it is.
Very good. Now, last week, for example, we talked, and you had you had a 2015 Edge, and you had a 2014 F-150 as part of the collaboration of what you had that last week. So you do everyday drivers, you do exotics, you do muscle cars, a little bit of everything.
Yeah, we had a pretty wide array of things last week, and 2 of them were your listeners, which is real nice, and we appreciate that. We had the Ford F-150 and the Ford Edge, and then we had a Porsche Boxster, and we had a 2014 Dodge Challenger, and then today we had a Ferrari F12. So it's a little bit of everything.
Anybody I know that owns a 2014 Dodge Challenger?
I You probably met him over Hunt Valley. He works at the local Napa store. Really nice guy, and goes to Hunt Valley a lot. So he saw what we've done on some other cars and wanted that. So it's the anniversary edition. It's that metallic burgundy color. It's really very pretty car.
Very nice, very nice. And this is your black Challenger behind you, correct?
Yes, my finally washed black Challenger.
Yeah, unfortunately, when you're busy, that means the car sits outside.
Yeah, so I had an opportunity to clean it up yesterday afternoon, and when I came back today, I cleaned it up a little bit more so it looks nice for the people tomorrow that we're teaching to make cars look nice. So. Yes,
sir, and hopefully we won't have any precipitation. Are we due for precipitation tomorrow morning?
Not tomorrow morning. Last I saw, maybe tomorrow evening, and now they're even talking about maybe just on Thursday evening. So that'll be good.
Yes, amen. All right, so tell us a little bit about the class you're doing. I know it's too late for pretty much anybody to get involved, but let them know what you're doing anyway.
I'm helping out my friends Rod Kraft from McGuire's and Eric Leonard from Vehicles for Change. They're doing an McGuire's advanced detailing class, and that kind of entails everything from wet sanding, machine sanding, the latest in stain removal techniques and chemicals, and paint polishing and finishing, and just about everything you can think of. And we're doing that at Vehicles for Change in Arbutus, and there's a donation required of $100 to help them out because they're footing the bill for the class. And it's an excellent class. This is actually my 12th one. I try to go once a year. But they've asked me to help teach tomorrow, so I'll have to pay a little bit better attention, I guess.
There will be a quiz, and you're very modest, but you know what you're doing, and you can help out with all the teaching as far as with Rod, and also is the other gentleman named Steve?
Eric.
I was close.
Yeah.
I was close. There was an E in it. I was close.
Yeah.
So and Eric, of course, you guys really know what you're doing. And the $100, that's pretty cheap because you told me that sometimes costs as much as $600 to $1,000 at other places.
Yeah, they teach this class at McGuire's once a month out in California, and it's I believe $450 to $600 in that range, and then plus transportation and hotels. So this for $100, this is a deal, and we'll have probably every machine that's made and every product that McGuire's has will be there to try out. So it'll be it's a real good time. And I think Jose's sending a couple of his people too.
Oh, yes, good. We are. We're sending 2 people to this class. You get a lot of bang for your buck, without a doubt. I was talking to Dwayne about this, and two of our members will be there tomorrow, and I expect they're going to get a lot out of this class.
Well, I'm afraid of one thing, Jose. When they come back,
yes,
they ask you to close your car wash.
Yeah.
Don't let a car go in.
There'll be some controversy going on.
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding around. Your car wash is very nice, and it does a good job, so no problem. All right. Okay. Well, let's see what we got here, Mike. Anyway, so that's what Mike is doing tomorrow. So we know what you'll be doing between 9 and 5. Are you going to have any cars there as a sample piece like your Challenger, or they just using like pieces of metal from like a hood from a car?
No, we have 3 black BMWs to do tomorrow. Sort of like three generations of black BMWs. So that's the good car to work on because that paint's tough to deal with.
Okay, very good.
So yeah,
right,
and there are the cars that'll be donated to families, I believe.
Okay.
So they'll be fixed up.
Hold on. You're going to say 3 BMWs are being donated to family?
Yeah, these are.
You tell them right now. You tell them that better not happen, and I'll tell you what. Okay.
I know you don't care for the German cars very much.
No, nothing to do with that. Vehicles for Change did not take a donation from me when I offered them a 1999 Cadillac DeVille.
Well, there you go.
Already Maryland State inspected. And they didn't take it because they felt that they couldn't give that to anyone and it would be something that they could handle financially to maintain.
Yeah. Well,
that's actually
say no to a Cadillac and give 3 Beamers away. What did you say, Jose? What'd you say?
That's understandable. I mean, Cadillacs are expensive to maintain, without a doubt. I mean, and I know that personally because I've owned quite a few of them.
Right.
But now you're right. Yeah, 3 BMWs. I have to agree with you, Dave. That's not a cheap car to maintain either.
No.
Yeah. What year are the Beamers? Because now I'm interested. I happen to like Beamers.
I honestly don't know. I understand it's probably a couple of different generations. One's probably a 36 chassis and a 46 chassis, and then I don't know what the other one is.
Okay.
Wow.
Very good. Well, let me give out your contact information, Mr. Mike. 410-833-1632 is your phone number. People can give you a call if they've got a question about detail. But one great thing is your website gives a lot of answers, including how to do your do-it-yourselfers, and that is theshineshopAutoDetailing.com, like it says on your lower third. And you have a lot of information on there, as well as your pricing. You don't hide anything, and go everything exactly what you do.
Yes, my wife worked very long and hard on that website. Now I'm pretty proud of it. I think it looks really good, and I invite you guys to take a glance at it.
I already have. It does look good.
Good.
And that's not because it has a couple of pictures of my car on it. It has nothing to do with it.
Well, you already called me about 6 or 7 times wanting to know when it was going to up there. So
I know. You keep teasing me, mister, you know? And I think 6 or 7 was an exaggeration. It was no more than 5 or 6.
Oh, okay. Okay.
All right. Okay, Mr. Mike. We'll be back with you in just a few minutes, buddy.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Back with Jose Bueso, sending some folks over to the training class to learn how to be a better detailer and say poo-poo on the car wash. So tell us a little bit about what's going on with the car wash. The business has got to be booming there.
Wash is very busy. Of course, we've had a lot of snow and salt on the roads, and cars are still rather messy. So that car wash has been rather busy for the past few weeks. We are coming to an end to car wash season. March generally marks the end of it, and then we'll just ping along for the rest of the year. I'm looking at the Shine Shop's website right now on one of my many computers here in front of me. And I can see that white-haired guy with that buffer working on the door right there. Yeah, it looks good. Lena did a nice job.
Yes,
Well,
yes,
it's kind of hard to get Mike working,
Yeah.
so she did a good job.
And
Yeah.
that picture looks good of Mike working away there.
Yep.
Yeah, I like it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So does Lena.
Yeah.
Anytime Mike's working, Lena likes it.
That's right. So,
Right. Right.
You know,
Yeah. So the car wash season is coming to an end. Go ahead.
In our business, Jose, you're the boss.
And
I'm the boss. Dave's his own boss. Mike has a boss.
that's right.
yes, that's true. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Well, in all honesty, I have several bosses. Even here, and I have several bosses I answer to. Yep. So that's the way it goes, Mike. I mean, the bigger you are, the more people you answer to. That's the truth.
It's worked well so far, so I have no complaints. So.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks good.
Well, have you had any bites yet on the 20% off labor?
Yes. As a matter of fact, if people come in and they mention your show, we're giving them that. And I've had a few bites already on Dave Serio and You Ought to Know this month, and it continues on. And then of course the coupon is out there, and that's working very well. It's kind of funny too, because in some cases that coupon doesn't work as well as the 10 and 10% coupon. So I give them their choice, whichever one works better, and so far it's been 50-50. They can use either one. Right. And like I've said before, I'm like Bed Bath & Beyond. We don't pay attention to those expiration dates. You bring those coupons in, and we'll honor them.
Good deal.
So they're doing their job. So
now, April,
as a consequence, we're very busy.
For April, you want to go back to the 10 and 10?
What's that?
April, you want to go back to the 10 and 10?
Yeah.
Okay. Very good.
Yes.
And I'll mention that this week.
Yeah.
By the time we go on the air Saturday, you only have 2 more days left of March. So I'll mention that the 10 and 10 is going to start again.
Right.
Good. Very good. I'm glad.
Back in April. But
It's what it's all
Yeah,
about.
but whoever has some of those leftovers, they bring them in. We'll honor them no matter what.
Very good.
Yeah. So it's been doing good. Yeah.
All right, and you keeping Todd pretty busy?
So, oh my gosh, Todd is so tired these days, and the phone keeps ringing, and we keep on working, and actually we all work late. All of us work late, so 6 o'clock doesn't truly mark the end of the day for us. We'll keep pinging along till 7, 8, and there's been a few times when Todd has worked as late as 11, 11:30 at night.
Wow.
That's just the
dedicated.
norm. Yeah.
He's dedicated.
Yes, he is dedicated.
Good.
And a lot of us at all of the shops do that. God knows I've been here sometimes into the wee hours of the morning myself on several occasions. And if it's not working on cars, it's working on other aspects of the business. Of course.
My guys cry like babies at 5 after 5.
Really? Yeah. Now, it's kind of funny. My Urbana shop,
Yeah.
all of the guys over there are early bird risers. I mean, they're early risers. They'll come in at 4 a.m. in the morning.
Wow.
And work the full day. They won't work late, but they'll come in at 4 a.m. Yeah. Right. And so it's completely different at Urbana.
Right.
At Newmarket, I think that they're more or less the same as we are. However, they've acquired a new technician over there who's an early bird. And he'll come in early also, like 4 or 5 o'clock to get the work done. So,
I would do that.
It's interesting.
I would prefer to get there early and get home early. Yep.
Really? Yeah.
Yep.
I have no problem working at night. And because I've done it all my life, I'll work the whole day through into the night. Get me up in the morning, it's a little tough. Yeah. So.
Well, thank you for joining us tonight, Jose. We're going to talk with Dave one more time and Mike one more time and then call it a day. But thank you so much for being with us this evening, buddy.
Always a pleasure being here with you guys. I have a lot of fun every time I'm here.
Great. DynamicAutomotive.net is the website to go to find out more about the 3 locations of Dynamic Automotive in the Frederick, Maryland area. Thank you, buddy.
Thanks.
All right. Mr. Dave, you got a contest for us from Jasper?
I do. I think Jose failed to mention they work those late hours, but they don't start till 3 in the afternoon.
I don't think there's any way in the world he gets there after lunch. He's not an after lunch kind of guy.
This is a funny story. One of the local, I'm not going to mention their name, but a very large, let's call them a telephone company, or used to be a telephone company, they changed the hours of their technicians from 3 o'clock until, I believe, 11 o'clock at night. And the theory behind it was they wanted to make sure all the vehicles were done with their jobs during the day so they could be repaired in the evening. So, there was no lapse. But I think what they failed to understand was, I mean, where are you going to get parts at 10 o'clock at night? It's so, I don't know how good that's working out. So I wouldn't recommend the 3 to 11 shift.
That'd be good for mechanics. It would be good for mechanics, but not for the other guys. So absolutely, parts are always tough.
Yeah. All right. Well, I do have a contest. This is a repeat. We did not have a winner. We had some close calls. Actually, Dave, you guessed it spot on, but I still can't give the answer yet.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay. I've got enough Jasper stuff that I could look like I'm a billboard walking by.
Well, I'm going to play it again. This is
okay.
What year is this cream puff?
All right, that's a beauty. And if you have the correct answer, the first email to Dave at jasperman73@gmail.com. Yes, one time only. First email is the one that counts. And jasperman73@gmail.com. Tell what year that bad boy is. And Mr. Dave will be more than happy to give you a Jasper t-shirt.
Yep, it might not look like much now, but I can guarantee you when this vehicle's done, it's going to be a showstopper.
Absolutely.
The owner is a very talented mechanic and body man, and this thing's going to be nice.
Well, a buddy of mine owns an original, very similar model. I don't want to give the year away. A similar model, and that is all original. It's 40-some thousand miles. It has never been out of the state of Maryland except for its trip from Dearborn to Maryland in 19. Okay, and that is the only time it's been out of the state of Maryland, and it is in the same family for all these years. Amazing. Amazing.
Good
All
stuff.
right, guys. Thank you, Dave. We appreciate it, buddy.
Not a problem.
Well, you know,
All right.
that car looks like it's got to go to the shine shop, and I'm sure it'll look completely different after Mr. Lambert is done with it.
Mike Lambert can put a coating on that rust, and it will make it shine.
Will that work, Mike?
Yeah.
Absolutely. You can polish up the rust. There you go, buddy. There you go. So
they get beat up in the rain. How's that?
you betcha.
Oh, if you guys notice, look on that front fender. See the hole? That is a bullet hole, and you can see there's actually two holes where it went in and went out. So that was in the field somewhere, and people were shooting at it. It's got a couple holes in it.
Wow. Probably ran moonshine at one time.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe it was a stray bullet from someone deer hunting, but yeah, that car was. But it's all in one piece, and you know, it makes for a good. He describes it as a good template to work on his metal skills.
There you go. Very good. All right, Mr. Dave. Thank you, sir. Michael Lambert. Well, good luck tomorrow at the class. Teach well. How many students are they expecting to be there?
I believe I was told this afternoon they have 15 and maybe a few stragglers, so that's good. And it's free food, so that's always a good thing.
There you go. Very good. Well,
and,
enjoy yourself.
the next best thing's Hunt Valley.
I'll try to do my best not to call you an accident.
Oh, that's okay.
What's that?
And then the next big thing we're doing is Hunt Valley.
Buddy. Okay. Very good. All right, Jose Ueso from Dynamic Automotive, Dave Winward from Jasper Engines and Transmissions, Michael Lambert from the Shine Shop in Reisterstown, Maryland, and I'm Dave Serio from You Ought to Know, the radio program every Saturday morning 7 to 12 at daveserio.com, and also Vehicle Service Plus at vehicleserviceplus.com. We want to thank you very much for watching and listening tonight. We'll be back again next Tuesday, Lord willing, and we thank you very much for being here. On behalf of the guys on this post, I say thank you, and I also want to remind you that if you're watching this on archive, we'd love to have you join us next Tuesday night live right here on YouAutoKnowLive.com, part of the Hangout10.com network. Have a good evening. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.